Netflix is spending the dollar bills on new TV shows.
Dollar bill.
This is Marco Polo, and we've been watching a few episodes of this thing, and what we're going to talk about today is, would we keep watching?
Would you keep watching?
And is this another one of the Netflix sensations, another one of the hits like Orange is the New Black, or, of course, the House of Cards show, which we love? You are often saying this in a lot of the reviews of TV shows and movies that we talk about. It gets off to a slow start.
He is my son, and most dear to me. But if it pleases your greatness, you may take him as your man and servant.
It just doesn't really give you a sense of what this thing is about or what it's trying to do, right?
Well, you know, part of the problem here is that it needs to kick us in the ass. The way that Game of Thrones kicked us in the ass. I'm looking at Marco Polo, who is played by
Lorenzo Riquelme.
He's a very handsome man, very interesting actor. I don't know if he's a good actor. You're the actor, so you can weigh in on that later.
I think he does a good job.
But it just seems like it's asleep. Like there should be free coffee with this show. And I'm watching this and I'm just thinking, why should I care about any of these people? Who should I invest in?
Yeah.
And I never had that problem with Game of Thrones. It was never this inscrutable shell game.
Well, here we are. We're comparing this show to House of Cards and Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
now,
but Game of Thrones, they want that meat. They want to eat off the same bone.
Oh, I know they do. And
sure.
this is a show that is definitely mired in its political intrigue. This is about Kublai Khan and his dynasty and his lordship over the Mongolian and Chinese empires. And he's trying to, show the might and live up to the promise that his grandfather, Genghis Khan, had as one of the oppressive forces, a century before him.
I love the public schools in Canada.
I know.
So wonderful.
But, so we're there, and I think that's part of the problem. It's just so much history thrown at you.
Yeah.
And the first thing I'm doing, I'm looking at Wikipedia pages of what was happening and who is this and Kublai Khan.
You cared more than I did.
And read about the poem that was written about Kublai Khan. And so it got me interested. And then I feel like so much of the story is about the dynasties and the Khan Empire and the betrayals that are happening there. And Marco Polo kind of becomes this wallflower through a lot of it. He's just sort of aghast and he's watching a lot of
Bearing witness
but then,
to the whoring and the violence.
Yes, and he gets thrown into stuff without really kind of justifying his presence to be there. He's just like Forrest Gumping his way through all of these things.
It is true. That's a good point.
Yeah, but he starts to gain his power. He starts to become a little bit more interesting. And this is where the competency in his performance starts to kind of flourish a little bit. He gets betrayed by his father in the first episode, and there's a little comeuppance there, and I like that.
It's just hard to know how much to invest or how much to care about because
there's so much.
We've had so much great television in the last few years, and I didn't see season 4 of Game of Thrones, but I'm watching it now, and so I'm watching a Game of Thrones. And it's really not fair to this show because it is trying to find its feet. It's trying to get moving in an interesting direction,
so
and it just doesn't for me. And I think I'm out. I have other shows that I care about, other characters. I'm not that desperate for entertainment. I'm glad that Netflix has had so much success in the last couple years. I don't think this is one of their successes. It's an expensive show too. You look at this thing, you see them pouring money all over the place.
Well, I'm in. I got past that hump, and I do like what's happening.
You want more violence, more sex?
And it has a little bit of that. Some great martial arts stuff in here too. What are you going to give Marco Polo? What you've seen so far?
I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10.
I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10, and I'm sticking with it.
All right.